Hello, everyone. William here with another episode of Pronunciation Power Up. Today, I want to talk about the pronunciation of two words which are commonly confused: major and measure. Let's look into it. Now, there are two main differences in the pronunciation of these two words. In major, on the left, we have the sound may, and measure, on the right, we have the sound meh. But that's not the difference I'm going to talk about today. I want to talk about the endings of these words. On the left, we have major, jur, and on the right, we have measure, jur. So let's look at the difference between these two sounds, j and j. Now, j is a voiced sound. As I mentioned in my last video, a voiced sound is a sound that comes from here. Okay, so we make a sound in our throat, j. Now, to make this sound, put your mouth in the same position as you would to say ch sound, as in chair or choose. The big difference is ch is an unvoiced sound and j is a voiced sound. So your mouth is the same, but when you say the sound, also make a sound here, j, as in the word jump. And when you make the sound, make a sudden burst of air, j, jump. Now, this sound can come at the beginning of a word, in the middle of a word, or at the end of a word. Firstly, let's look at the sound j at the beginning of a word. There are 5 general rules. General. Please repeat. There are 5 general rules. Next. Aya is a journalist. Journalist. Please repeat. Aya is a journalist. Next, let's look at the sound j in the middle of a word. I need to adjust the volume. Adjust. Please repeat. I need to adjust the volume. Next. He wasn't born in Argentina. Argentina. Please repeat. He wasn't born in Argentina. And finally, let's look at the sound j at the end of a word. The milk is in the fridge. Fridge. Please repeat. The milk is in the fridge. Next. Please look at page 25. Page. Please repeat. Please look at page 25. Now, moving on to our second sound, j. It's very similar to j sound, but the big difference is there's no sudden burst of air. Instead, there's a very smooth release of air, and it sounds like j. Measure. Very smooth, no sudden bursts of air. Measure. Now, this sound can also come at the beginning of a word, in the middle of a word, and at the end of a word. Let's look at the sound j at the beginning of a word. Now, in fact, j at the beginning of a word is very rare in English. And normally, when we say this sound at the beginning of a word, it is borrowed from another language, mostly French. Like in the first example, we have the word genre. Now, genre means style or type of music, and we borrow this word from French. I like most genres of music. Genre. Please repeat. I like most genres of music. We also use this sound in expressions that we borrow from French into English. For example, je ne sais quoi. The phrase actually translates as I don't know what. But we use this phrase to talk about a quality about a person that we can't really put into words. For example, he has a certain je ne sais quoi about him, a quality that I can't really describe, I can't really put into words. Please repeat. He has a certain je ne sais quoi about him. Now we'll move on to j in the middle of a word. Sorry for the confusion. Confusion. Very smooth. Confusion. Please repeat. Sorry for the confusion. Next. It would be my pleasure. Pleasure. Very smooth. This phrase is a very polite way to say, I'd be happy to do that for you. I'd be happy to help you. Please repeat. It would be my pleasure. And finally, let's move on to j at the end of a word. I bought a beige blanket. Beige. I bought a beige blanket. Please repeat. I bought a beige blanket. Next. I'm going for a massage. Massage. Please repeat. I'm going for a massage. Now, before finishing up, I want to do a little challenge to practice these two sounds in one sentence. Good luck. Firstly, repeat. Judges. Decision. Garage. Damaged. Camouflage. Jeep. Listen and repeat. We're waiting for the judge's decision on whether downtown garage really damaged the camouflage Jeep. Again, we're waiting for the judge's decision on whether downtown garage really damaged the camouflage Jeep. Now, please read silently a few times and we'll try it without the text. Let's try it together. We're waiting for the judge's decision on whether downtown garage really damaged the camouflage Jeep. And one more time on your own. If it's still really tough, go back, listen to how I say it a few more times, and then practice as many times as you need to pronounce these sounds properly. Well, that's all for this one. I hope this video was useful for you. If it was, please like, comment, subscribe, and if you think it would be helpful to somebody else, please share. Thanks, everyone. See you on the next one.